Hey Fizz Nation, how you doing? I bet you want a review, don't you? Don't you?
Who's a good Fizz Nation? Who's a good Fizz Nation?
What is going on, Fizz Nation? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for stopping by once again this week. Y'all, I legitimately cannot believe it. Today is the final Sunday in October. Next week, we will officially be in November. Now, a lot of people say that spooky season ends on November 1st and the holiday season officially starts. I don't really think we can sign off on that idea here on this channel quite yet, though, because we do still have a few more flavors to get through in our 2024 fall flavor series, to the point where I actually picked up 2 different flavors this week that I've been looking forward to seeing for a little while now, and I wasn't sure which one I wanted to review for this week. So a lot of you saw my community post and my Instagram story where I put it to a vote. On one hand, we have the Up Shirley Temple, and on the other hand, we had the Poppy Wildberry Post Malone collab flavor. Overwhelmingly, you guys voted to do the Up Shirley Temple flavor this week. Unfortunately, I forgot to get a copy of the votes on the Instagram side, but those votes were also very similar to the YouTube poll. I think it was like 64% in favor of the 7-Up. So the Fizz Nation has spoken, and that's what we're going to talk about this week. Everybody, please say hello to 7-Up Shirley Temple. This is a brand new limited edition 7-Up flavor that I think is out only for the holiday season. That's right, Fizz Nation, you heard me right, holiday season. This is not technically a fall flavor. As indicated by the little gift wrap ornament icon, this is designed to coincide with the holiday season, which, as we touched on during the intro, is pretty much right around the corner. So I was in a bit of a bind. I wanted to save this for the actual holiday flavor series, but it's out now in October. Other channels are going to talk about it, so I might as well talk about it as well. And you guys voted for it, so we're going to talk about it. So what this is that it's supposed to be 7-Up with a blend of cherry and pomegranate flavor. Now here's the thing, Fizz Nation, I'm sure you're aware that we already have a cherry 7-Up flavor. I've tried it, I like it. So really what this sounds like it is basically just cherry 7-Up with added pomegranate flavor. Now, in my limited history, pomegranate has been a bit of a hit or miss flavor. I love to eat pomegranate seeds. I love pomegranate juice, but I do not recall ever having a pomegranate flavored soft drink that I was particularly wild about. So I'm interested to see what they're going to do with this. So with all that said, that is enough of my pontificating. It's time to go ahead and get right into the content that you guys are here to see. Let's go ahead and pop the top and give it the old sniff test. So interestingly enough, I do smell something that kind of resembles the tartness that would be associated with a pomegranate flavor. But I'm also detecting a sort of citrus note, almost like a grapefruit peel, kind of the citrus note that I'm getting from this. So it definitely smells like this is going to be more of a tart flavor, which, depending on how it's done, I'm very likely here for. But Fizz Nation, that is all the farther the sniff test is going to get us, so let's go ahead and grab our trusty glass with ice, give it the old pour, and let's get a better look at this flavor here. Okay, so as you can see, decent carbonation, more of a magenta color to this, which is about what I would expect from something that's supposed to taste like, 2 different red fruits. Not a very deeply saturated hue here. It's kind of more of a soft kind of magenta. But Fizz Nation, we have smelled it, we have seen it. Now it's time to go ahead and toss it back and see what else it tells us. Here's to you. This does taste kind of familiar, but I can't quite place it. Like, there's definitely a sweetness to it, but the flavor itself is not particularly pungent or in your face. Like, it's kind of reminding me of an almost cherry flavored cotton candy. Like, the flavor is kind of light, really. It's not very strong. And I'm not immediately tasting anything that is hitting me as pomegranate. Like, there is a bit of a tartness there, but it's not very pronounced. I mean, really, it just tastes sort of like a slightly more tart version of cherry 7-Up. There really isn't anything new here other than just a very slight kind of citrus bite to it. Very interesting. Okay, so what do I think of 7-Up Shirley Temple? I'm not gonna lie, Fizz Nation, I'm a little underwhelmed by this. Like I said, it really just kind of tastes like the cherry 7-Up that we already have, just with a little bit more tartness to it, a little bit more of a citrusy kind of note to it. I'm not really tasting much pomegranate influence at all in this. I mean, don't get me wrong, the flavor's good. It's just a slightly augmented version of what we already have on the market. I feel like 7-Up didn't really go out of their way to make something original or unique here. And we've seen this sort of thing before. We've had a lot of Pepsi products come out over the years that felt like they kind of had an idea of where they wanted to go with it, but in the execution, they kind of dropped the ball. Like, it felt like they wanted to play it safe. They didn't really want to get particularly adventurous. They just wanted to have something special out for a season so that they could say that they had it. But when it came time to actually giving fans something interesting and new, it didn't really work. And I feel like that's kind of what happened here. 7-Up had an opportunity to make something fresh and original that would work very well with the most festive season of the year. But I feel like they didn't go far enough with it. They added just a hint of something new to something that they already make. And I always feel kind of let down in situations like that, because I was looking forward to trying this. And if your votes were any indication, you were looking forward to me trying this. And yet here we are with another commercial flavor that says it knows what it wants to be, but in execution, it doesn't really have its own unique identity. So it's because of that I'm gonna go ahead and give Up Shirley Temple 3 out of 5 sips. I was so ready to believe. Better luck next time, 7-Up. And as always, that's just my opinion. I would love to know yours. Have you had a chance to try this yet? What did you think? Let me know in the comments down below. All right, Fizz Nation, that's gonna go ahead and do it for me this week. Once again, thank you so much for stopping by. As always, I really appreciate your support. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to hit that like button. It really helps us out a lot in the algorithm. Like, it seriously does help our videos get pushed in front of more eyes. Next week, we're going to be trying the new Poppy Wildberry Post Malone collab flavor. So if you want to catch that along with any other videos that we put out, please make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss any notifications for future videos. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here and finish this up. You guys have an awesome week, and we will see you next time.